How did you find Oxford Academy and how did you get involved with Oxford Academy?
A friend of mine was working here when I was getting my master's in education. He was working here as the chair of the history department and more or less convinced me to come to Oxford. I had never been to a boarding school myself other than, I guess you could consider college a boarding experience, but, elementary, high school years, I was pretty much a day student. So I was a little apprehensive on how it all worked. And I came here for a visit and interview and said it's really unique environment. And I was really intrigued by the one-to-one teaching that we do here, and I kind of thought that I would be able to reach a lot of students that use my help and my knowledge and my experiences. So I said, all right, I'll give it a year. And I said that for probably maybe 2 or 3 years, and then I said, I really love this place. I want to stay, and I've been here ever since.
Oxford is, I guess, a mixed school with some kids with learning differences, others with none. What has your experience been with teaching those kids?
Well, it was really enjoyable because I had, just so many different students and I could teach them in different ways and the classes were so different. So I might have 2 students taking a similar track in, like, let's say psychology, but one student can read novels almost on a nightly basis and the other student can barely read like a few pages a night. So it was challenging as a teacher to individualize the curriculum for those students, to make it interesting, to make it so that it was appropriate for their learning styles and interests. So it was extremely challenging, but also at the end of the day, I knew I was reaching those students and that they were enjoying the class because it was appropriate, it wasn't too hard, it wasn't too easy. I could really make the class unique to them, and I wish that I had that experience myself as a student for a number of my classes that I found challenging, or on the other side of it, I didn't find interesting.
Do you guys have a no bullying policy there?
We do, and that's one of the really nice things about being in a small school. I think every school probably now has a no bullying policy, but for Oxford, there's only at most 48 boys that go to the school and live on campus, and there's almost as many teachers here. So we pride ourselves on having a very supportive environment, but at the same time, there's a lot of structure, a lot of accountability, so everyone knows what's going on, and honesty is a big part of what we do. So we don't have a lot of the problems that I think your more traditional and larger schools have, and it's not because we have better people. I just think that the structure of the school really provides us with that luxury.
All right, well, thank you very much, Phil. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure talking to you and seeing you again.